What is up, guys? We're back with another Dirt Dudes UTV podcast, and today we have a guest, Mark Freeman, 408, OG of the YouTube. He's been in it for 15 years, right?
Yeah, about 15 now.
Yeah, man, that's a long time, and we're just going to do a little talk today, go over what he's got going on in his career and his life right now, and where has he been? Maybe he's on a different platform. What's going on here, dude? We did a little bit of riding yesterday, got to know each other, had a great time. Had some wobbly pops, got a little saucy. Good time, man.
It was a good day for sure. Definitely a windy one, though. It was windy yesterday. So.
What'd you think of Twisted Trails? Because that's where we rode, guys, was Twisted Trails. You guys all know that park.
It was amazing. I've never really been to a sand park like that. I've done the mud parks in like Florida, Arkansas, and stuff. So it was a nice little change, not going mudding.
Yeah.
So it was fun, riding, but it was definitely dusty yesterday and lots of wind, but.
Yeah,
we did some drag races up the hill, and so nothing broke, or nothing bad broke.
I was real close to bad things happening for a second, trying to take shortcuts that are not meant to be taken.
Yeah, I think we shut it down at the perfect time. We said.
That's freaking all of Michigan, man. It's all like so sandy. Like today, where we go riding,
it's you could use paddle tires.
You could
honestly.
yeah.
Wow.
It's super sandy.
I've literally
soft sand?
Yeah. I've literally seen 4-wheelers with paddle tires. They're like, I went to Silver Lake and just didn't even take them off, just came here. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It honestly is probably way better because you get more traction and stuff. Because it is just.
If you're a dirt bike, I would actually recommend it.
Yeah, that's true. It'd make your life a lot easier.
Yeah. We went with two bikers last time, and they were just. We would stop. I'm like, man, that's so fun. I ain't breaking a sweat. Those guys are like,
every couple of minutes, every stop, I was like, we should probably take a little break. They're probably really tired.
Well, I pressured down yesterday my tires, so I usually run like 35 psi in mine.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What, really?
Oh, because I love going super fast and just whipping a donut.
Yeah.
So, and I know a lot of guys, their tires will roll over and then the rim digs in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Flips, so. I dropped her to 8. That's as low as I've gone since I used to race. So
it's a good number, I feel like.
I was going to say, we hang around like 10 usually, something like that.
Yeah. Maybe I'll pressure up a little today.
I don't think my tires...
Be faster.
I don't know, because it's so soft, man. You might want to keep it around 10 or 12 or something like that.
That's just in the back. I left my fronts.
Oh, shit.
I'll just miss the turn.
So, where are you from in Canada exactly?
So, London, Ontario. I was born and raised there, not from Austria.
Hey, everything on the internet is not true, son.
Yeah, I know. I read stuff on the internet. I'm like, wow. I only have $100 million.
I didn't know I had so much cash.
Yeah. I just get other people to hold it for me.
I did a pretty good deep dive in on you, and I was trying to find out some stuff, and one of them was like, says he's from Austria. And I'm like, that's super weird. He's like, what? I don't think so. His Canadian accent's pretty thick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, maybe he's just born in Austria and his parents moved him to Canada.
No.
I've always been around London and areas, so I've traveled a lot, but always kind of stayed there. So
the one thing that's true is your brother is a hot air balloon pilot, though.
Yeah, so both parents and my brother were pilots.
They're like hot air balloon connoisseurs or what, dude?
No, I don't know. I was just raised in a hot air balloon. Back then my dad sold real estate and he was a balloon pilot and he just advertised on his balloon and then my brother wanted to carry it on later down the road.
Do they ever do like long ass flights?
No, you're about an hour and a half. Anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half depending on the weather.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
You can't cover crazy range with that or anything.
So like certain people can, like if they're going for like a record or something, but just the normal hot air ballooning, it depends. Like if you go up high and getting the faster winds, we've gone 100K or 60 miles before, but usually we're maybe 5-minute drive up the road where you land. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you just stay low, right?
Yeah.
But it's cool when you do go up high because you're going with the wind. So like we've been passing cars on the freeway before. And you're up there and it feels like this completely calm because you're going with the wind, right?
I would be freaking out.
It's
weird.
So
you're just hanging
cool.
off the edge texting. You're like, we just passed a car.
I would not like that.
Yeah.
I would be I would be right in the middle of that Indian style, dude.
You would
just
think,
sitting down.
But I don't know. It just I thought that too when I was younger, and then I went up and like, this is amazing. Like, this is so much fun. And then now I bring my parachute with me and I jump out.
Oh, you're
Really?
a psycho,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's
You're
so
a freaking
cool.
psycho.
Yeah.
You did that while I was on there. Nah, dude, no way.
So we need to come visit you so we can go hot air ballooning and parachuting out of it.
I ain't
We'll leave
jumping
Zach
out
in the
of
I got
balloon.
one parachute. Yeah, we can fight for it.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah,
So-
it's a ton of fun.
I think the first video I ever seen of you, which I'll try putting like a little clip of it here on the below, is you with what is that RZR 800, and you hit like this crazy ass jump.
So that, well, I guess, yeah, I hit the jump at my track. I think it was like 90 feet or something. And like the old
Which is
original,
freaking huge,
yeah,
dude.
especially on a stock like OG RZR.
Yeah.
It was just basically an ATV with like a car seat.
Yeah.
And a roll cage.
Exactly.
Like looking back at that video now, I'm like, where was the suspension on that thing?
Yeah.
Like lawnmower suspension.
Exactly, dude.
And I remember putting a pillow under my butt because I'm like, this is probably going to hurt.
Suspension seat, dude.
Yeah, literally. And then I made my buddy come with me. I'm like, he's like, you should do it. I'm like, I'll do it if you're coming with. Like, we're going down together.
Man, the balls of steel to freaking go for that, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know.
know.
We have machines that are capable of doing it. It's like, all right, pump myself up.
Yeah.
If you're shooting in that thing, I'd be like, yeah, I'm cameraman, dude. Like, we're gonna lose an inch of height.
Oh, yeah, I think I was a little shorter after that. But then we went and did it again.
Yeah, you did it multiple times, right?
Let's do it again. So yeah, that jump is a lot bigger now. It's a lot steeper, so I don't think you can do it anymore, but who knows?
You
Was
just
that
got,
razor in pieces afterwards?
No, actually, it was fine. And then my brother jumped it at one of the motocross tracks, and it was a lot steeper jump, and I think it was around 80 or 100 feet, and he just clipped the landing. He didn't crash, but he like clipped it and kind of went up on two wheels, and he ended up bending the frame.
Oh,
So apparently we were the first people, I don't know if in the world, to bend a razor frame.
yeah. Well, because that was
Yeah,
like probably an
originally.
OG. That was like one of the original
It
razors.
was, yeah, it was the original one. so-
2008.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that's a crazy long time
I
ago.
know, and to think we thought those things were so powerful. And
Yeah.
you get one now, and you're like, this thing's a piece of shit.
Yeah, dude.
But at the time, that's all we had, right?
Yeah.
So
I remember even before those, like seeing the Yamaha Rhinos and like Auto Traders. I'm like, that would be so fun to have. Screw this four wheeler.
yeah, I know, it's funny how we all used to ride four wheelers, and now we're all side by side. It's just comfy, and have a stereo, and you can put your cooler on the back and hang out. So.
Well, you go for one rip and you're like, man, no part of me really wants to get back on the dirt bike or four wheeler and just be sweating my balls off and working the entire time, dude.
So much work, and people expect you to go through like all the mud holes and stuff. Side by side, it's like, I'm just gonna chill here in the shade.
So you have like a track in your backyard at your house?
Yeah, so I used to race pro ATVs back in the day, and then we just kind of built the track for fun, and then just kept making it better and better. And when I got into YouTube, it came in handy because it's about a 60-acre track, like it's pretty big.
Oh, okay, that's pretty big. You got some space.
Yeah, it was old pasture, so it's like not really for farmland anyway. So it was all grown in, so I figured why not, and things excelled, and then we started jumping cars and doing all this crazy shit. But it started out with the motocross world. And,
Okay, so what kind of races did you do and where at? Was it just in Canada or did you come?
So I did mostly Ontario. I did just one in Florida and then one in Unadilla.
Okay.
I think that's in Michigan somewhere. I don't know. It's
I don't know. I've never
I
heard
was
of
gonna
that
say,
place.
I'm
Sounds
like,
Mexican.
Unadilla.
New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unadilla.
Unadilla.
I don't know,
That
but I'm
sounds
gonna have to
Texas.
Google it now.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Yeah, so a bunch of my buddies were racing, so I came down with them and did it, and it was fun. The Florida one was really fun because we were actually just there riding. It was in the winter. Obviously, it's cold back home, and my buddy's like, "Oh, I want to go home. I'm homesick." I'm like, "Let's hit up one race," and they race like every day of the week down there. So he's like, "All right, we'll go to a race," and so I rode his quad. I wore all his gear, but like didn't even have my name on my shirt or anything. Went out, raced, won. And then they announced my name, and like I had a whole bunch of followers on YouTube.
Oh.
Like, oh my god! Like we didn't even realize. So that was
That's
pretty funny.
cool.
So you were doing YouTube for a while as you were still racing and everything.
Yeah. I started kind of at the same time. I feel like it's pretty close. Like I wasn't hard into the YouTube yet. I was maybe posting like once a week, once every 2 weeks. And then, you know, as you grow, you have to post a lot more. And
Yeah.
we got into the daily videos for 2 or 3 years, and it was fun for a bit, but it burnt myself out. I broke my back. And it was just, I feel like we were just pumping out content for the sake of pumping out content. Like,
No quality or anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, let's go film 3 fast videos, all of the same stuff.
Yeah.
So.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I'm glad I did do it because now I have that extra 1,000 videos up.
Right.
But I would never do it again. I do every other day now.
I'm sure it helps.
Oh, damn. It is every other day?
It's every other day. And I miss the odd day here and there. Like,
yeah.
Like, I should have a video up for tomorrow, but by the time I get home, I won't be able to edit it. And
So you edit all your own videos?
Film, edit, everything, yeah.
That's crazy. I read somewhere that you managed other social media influencers?
So I was for a few years, and then actually during the whole pandemic, I was sitting at home, still doing YouTube, but I wasn't able to travel. So
right.
My buddy actually just said, "Hey, you want a job?" I said, "Sure," because he knew I did all the social stuff anyways. And I said, "Sure, yeah." Signed me up and did it for a few years, and then they kind of weaned that program off and got rid of me. And at the time, like, oh crap, like I was really enjoying this, and then. And then a few other opportunities popped up like 2 weeks after, and now I don't even look back.
Yeah.
What exactly did that entail? Like,
basically, I would just recruit people, and then it was a food company, like the meal prep stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I would just recruit people, ask if they wanted to test it, review it, and then they do a few posts. And that's it. So
test out food?
Yeah.
Sounds like a job for you.
Yeah,
yeah.
So I would just send them promo codes, and like I wouldn't even meet with these people. I'd just send them a promo code. They would order and post some pics. On to the next.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How do we get in on that?
Well, it was just local at the time, so I'm sure there's meal prep companies around here that might be interested. So.
Hit us up. Emails below.
But yeah, so
I'm your girl.
For like 4 years, because they sponsored me actually before they hired me. So like 4 or 5 years, I was eating these prepackaged meals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were pretty healthy, and it was nice because you're always having the same quantity. Like you're not eating a giant plate when
Is it just like made for one person, or do they have like package deal,
I
like
think
family dinner?
I think they got into family dinners after, but at the time they were just single meals. So.
That's kind of cool though. You just got, your meal prepped and ready for you. All you got to do is kind of make it.
It'd get to a point though, like where our whole deep freezer was full of meat. It's like, get rid of these. So
I can only eat so much.
Yeah, they'd send like a box a week with like 40, 50 meals. And like half the times I would only eat 2 meals a day, and like, how do you even keep up? And then on the weekends I'm always gone, so I never ate them. So.
Yeah, that literally feels like us.
Like there's still a box in our freezer at home.
No way.
Get rid of this one. Yeah, it's been like 2 years. Get rid of it. She's freezer burnt.
So you're full-time content creator now.
Yeah, I've been full-time probably 10, 12 years, give or take.
Oh, man. So you just did the odd jobs just because of like whatever?
I just had free time,
yeah.
Right? With YouTube, obviously in Canada in the winter, it gets slow. It's not like you're outside frickin' 12 hours a day because the sun's up. Like sun goes down at 4, and then it's like, all right, what am I going to do now? Watch TV?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we also have hunting and stuff, so we have to be super, uber careful about that. And then you have the snowmobilers, and they get very angry
if you ride on the trails. Yeah, so you gotta switch to sledding in the winter.
Yeah, so basically Twisted Trails is what we do.
So I guess you guys are pretty similar. We probably have the same weather. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's brutal.
The best thing to do is just start traveling south, get away from here, because snow riding only goes so far, in my opinion.
Oh, exactly.
It's like view wise and everything like that. It's like do a couple snow rips, and then it's like, hey, I need something actually interesting.
Unless you go like mountain sledding.
Yeah.
So I usually do that a lot. I go once or twice a year and for a week.
Like on a snow bike and everything? Or
Yeah, I do the snow bikes too. Actually, they're a lot more fun in the mountains than sleds.
That sounds super fun.
Yeah, because like when you're carving, you can... Like on a sled, you got to tip it up to carve, but on a snow bike, you're basically just leading sideways like a dirt bike.
Dude, I've always wanted to ride one of those things. They look so fun.
It's so much fun, but like I feel so bad for the bike because they're geared differently, right? And you're just wide open, redlining the whole hill all the time.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, man, the resistance between this track and a tire is just totally two different worlds, dude.
I feel like they do use the enduro bikes, which I know the engines are built a little stronger, but... every time I've rode one, I'm like, okay, I would never do this to my own bike because that engine is gone.
Dude. Just screaming eagles for a whole day, dude.
Yeah, and I just love it. I'm like, oh, it's not mine. Ride it like a rental, right?
Where do you go ride those at anyways?
So I did some out in BC. And what town was it? Invermere. I was out there. And then another influencer guy, he invited me to Idaho.
Oh, really?
Where was it?
Utah or Idaho?
Alpine.
Oh, I know
right
where
by Jackson Hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. Alpine's really cool town.
Did you go to Jackson?
Yep.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful out there?
Yeah, we just like walked around. Like we didn't hit up any restaurants or anything, but yeah, it's pretty cool. You're showing me all the celebrities' houses. And,
oh yeah.
But Alpine's cool because it's such a small town, and like all the rich people showed up and bought the runway and built their houses along the runway. So it's like just private jets everywhere in this town of like 4,000 people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's so random. And apparently the summer life there is amazing too because the lake kind of drains out. And so it's all mudding and trails. And
yeah, I've only drove through there during like not winter, like summer, I think fall time.
okay.
And it was freaking super beautiful, man. I mean, all the kayaking, rafting, all that crap you can do there and stuff.
Yeah, everyone that moves to the mountains doesn't, or visits the mountains usually doesn't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've lost a few friends to the mountains, so.
It's crazy,
man.
man.
Yeah.
That's like, I love Colorado because of that. I love the mountains. It's like the life out there. It's so nice.
Yeah, and then even like if you're into snowboarding or skiing, a season pass, and then they're good for like every mountain. Everything's within 45 minutes an hour, so.
It freaking, once you go there too, it ruins every other type of snowboarding.
Oh, 100%.
I come back home, I'm like, that's a freaking like sledding hill for your kids, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, that takes me 1 minute or less if I really want to come down this. I need 45 minutes, dude.
Oh,
I want to get
exactly.
lost.
Like we stayed at the Crystal Mountain Resort there, and I'm looking at the top of the ski lift. I'm like, wow, like it's so small.
You can walk to it.
Yeah, we have smaller hills back home that people go to. And it's like you get off the lift and you're at the bottom. You don't even have to strap up. You're still at the bottom.
So, like with your YouTube, like you've done YouTube, you still do YouTube right now, but you've been more focusing on Facebook than YouTube per se.
Yeah, so basically, I got monetized last fall, and then I kind of partnered with a company. We kind of cross-post, cross-promote. They work with a bunch of other big YouTubers as well. And then they actually ended up getting me monetized. I didn't even know about it. I heard they were going to do it a few years ago, and I kept asking, nothing ever happened, so I just forgot about it. And then this company asked me, they're like, oh, let's monetize your Facebook. I'm like, okay, go ahead. And they're like, oh, you might make, an extra $500 a month. I'm like, have at her. Like, I was just using it to promote my YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And then anytime I posted on Instagram, I would just auto-post to Facebook. So whoever's following me, they see all that stuff. But then it actually started doing really well. And to the point where it's paying like 10 times better than YouTube. The CPM is a lot lower because people, their attention spans are pretty short on Facebook.
Facebook's such shorter videos than YouTube.
But the views are better because people are always scrolling. It's not like YouTube where you rely on subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So,
Yeah.
and like I'll take my half-hour YouTube video and I'll chop it into 10 3-minute videos and post them on Facebook. And like I'll post 20 videos in a day on Facebook, plus go live too.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a
YouTube, I like
lot.
to keep it to my professional schedule, and then everything else goes on Facebook.
It's so different with like a Facebook news feed. Like when you're scrolling through on YouTube, it's like when your video's done, there might be some recommendation and then shit on the side. But it's not like Facebook where it's like your video's done. It's just like, all right, you ready to watch another one? And it's just popping up one after another,
And
dude.
those views count too. When you're just scrolling on YouTube, like they actually have to click on your video before it counts. Because I know it does play a little trailer now at the start, but I don't think that counts as a view.
I've always wondered that too. I'm like, because some of them like will actually play, like my phone will play the whole entire video. It doesn't do a trailer.
Yeah.
Like, but on my TV, it will only play like the first 30, 40 seconds or something and then fades away.
I feel like it changes a lot.
It's weird.
Yeah. I don't know how it works.
Different
but
platforms,
changing
TV to phone and stuff, just different things that work like that. Like on my iPad, I don't see anything. It won't do any preview.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Depends if it's updated too, It's
Yeah,
all
that's
different.
true. Probably shit. Probably
Yeah,
updated.
and it's funny because back like at the start of YouTube, mobile views, they didn't have ads on them yet. So you'd get 500,000 mobile views and get paid $0 for them.
And that's where everybody's watching.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
80% all mobile. So it'd suck. You get a few million views and you'd get paid for a quarter of them. And it's like, why am I even doing this?
Yeah.
Like, nobody is really, I mean, there is more people today because YouTube's stepping their game up. I mean, some of these videos are turning into straight up movies and stuff.
Oh,
so
100%. Yeah, production levels.
it's like, so yeah, I'll watch it on my TV, but yeah, 80% of people are on their phone just watching
I only
it.
watch it on my phone, and I hardly even watch YouTube. I'm on it so much already.
Yeah.
I'll watch tutorials or like some race highlights, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't watch any YouTube or anything like that, which is kind of crazy.
It's
I'm
so
a psycho. I
funny.
watch the hell
He
out of
watches
it, dude.
so much YouTube, it hurts my brain.
I just like how it's
sometimes.
so wide range. It's like I can learn about freaking kangaroos, and then the next thing I know, I'm watching this race and stuff. Like, I just
Anything
like,
you need is there.
Yeah.
It is.
I know, like when I'm beating on these old cars, it's like, all right, an 89 Honda, I need to fix this little issue. Type in 89 Honda, boom, 20 videos.
yeah.
Like, and I love the ones that are under a minute. It's like, okay, I got time for that.
Yeah.
And I'll watch a 30-minute video on how to change a fuse or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, 1 minute, car's fixed, we're gone.
That's a whole nother thing. The tool aspect of YouTube is freaking insane. It's like I didn't know how to edit. Like I zero skill on a computer. Never did computer
Zero.
class. Never. I
Really bad.
started off with the iMovie. Then like I just started teaching myself by watching YouTube and seeing how people use Final Cut Pro.
Yep.
It's not like I'm not expert at editing, but I'm definitely not garbage like I used to be. That's for dang sure. I might not be able to open up a Word document, but I can edit a video, dude.
You're going to have to with all these contracts you got signed. So.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. I was hoping she kind of just manages me, dude. That's where I'm going
You
at
can be the
it.
accountant.
Basically how it's going. Everything is like, can you type this out?
I see. I can like vocalize it. Like we'll come up with brand deals and stuff, and I'm like, I'm just kind of pacing back here, and she's just typing my thoughts out. I'm like, make my words sound good.
That's funny. Talk to text pretty much.
Yeah. So, do you enjoy the Facebook aspect maybe more than the YouTube? Because of
Yeah.
consistency, or like,
It's just so much faster. Like the views that I get in a day on YouTube, I can get in 20 minutes on Facebook.
oh
wow.
really?
Yeah, even though they're not like your average time's a lot lower.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they're like right there. Like I refresh it, and all of a sudden it's like a couple thousand views. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Even when I go live, there's a lot more people watching, and like by the time it processes and uploads in 5 minutes, there's already a couple thousand views. It's like, why can't YouTube be like this?
Right.
Yeah.
And I've even messaged YouTube, and it just seems like they don't
care.
Yeah,
No.
even about my page, like people will message me and be like, hey man, I've been subscribed for years, but I just checked on your page and I'm unsubscribed.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told YouTube, and they're like, no, that's not possible. And like they just give you this, it sounds like a computer generated message.
Dude, I will give them their little AI computer dude that talks back to you.
Yeah.
If it didn't just every once in a while slip up and repeat itself, I'm like, you would definitely be able to trick 99% of people, dude.
Oh, 100%.
It's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, they just send you the same messages over and over. And I'm like, okay, I'm done complaining with them. They probably flag me every time I message them. Like, just turn his page down. I'm like, turn it up. I've been doing it for 15 years. I'm still consistent.
Impressions.
Yeah. Oh, it's so weird. And like, as soon as I cross the border, my views skyrocket. And it's like, is it the algorithm doing that? Is it just because I'm traveling? But then sometimes I cross the border and they get no views. Like, it's so weird, right?
That is super weird.
There's like no rhyme or reason to YouTube.
No.
It's very odd.
And you
Yeah.
think and you think that you can do little things like tagging a video or the way you title your video or your thumbnail, and then sometimes you're like, man, that was awesome thumbnail, and then it's like, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
And then you do a shitty one and it does amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't
You're
make
like,
any
well,
sense.
Yeah.
Zach's like, all right, I put 4 minutes into that edit. Like, great. And it just did better.
I watched this one kid's channel. I don't know how it popped up, but it was a GoPro video. He just started his channel. He had one video. It was 45 minutes of him just riding his ATV. Nothing crazy. It's just like the POV. At 900,000 views in 3 days. And I was like, what the
How?
heck?
Why?
It doesn't make any sense.
No. Yeah. And then sometimes it's like, okay, they probably treat new YouTubers a lot better. to get their hopes up off the start. Right?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, that's probably
that's how they did it to me, dude.
Yeah.
I had the tiniest amount of success, and now I am so far in debt and just committed to this.
Yeah, I know. It's like, should I keep doing this? I'm just digging a deeper hole, but I'm so committed at this point.
I am pretty much married to it. It's like,
everyone's like, you should get a 9 to 5. I'm like, I can't. They'll come find me.
Hey guys, real quick, just want to talk about one of our sponsors, Classic Motorsports in Traverse City, Michigan, the one-stop shop where you can get everything you need, from aftermarket parts to apparel. They sell everything from Whelen Speed, RPM Power Sports, L&W Fab, the apparel line, FXR, 509, all the helmets, gloves, goggles, everything you would need to get your riding experience set. Those guys up there, very knowledgeable between the service department and the sales department. Classic Motorsports, Traverse City, Michigan. Check them out.
So, go ahead.
Do you put like does your Facebook videos correlate with your YouTube videos, like when you're releasing them, or does it not really matter?
No, I just go pick out some footage that day, and I'll go back 3 years and just throw whatever on.
Oh, nice.
Because I have so many new fans. Like with this partnership, I got 400,000 followers in 2 weeks.
That's bananas.
So, and it's
Wow.
a completely different demographic than my YouTube. So, obviously, I don't even think they know why they're following me. Like, I go live and they're like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "You," and they're like, "Why did you sign me up for this?" I'm like, "You followed me. I didn't go find you and do it automatically."
Forced you.
Yeah, I came to your house and said, "Subscribe." But yeah, I'll just take as much content as possible, and like depends on time of year too. So. But and you stay away from fire. I don't think Facebook likes fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Like when your cars jump and they get on fire or anything?
no, like if we light something on fire or the flamethrower, they don't like fire or police.
Gotcha.
Just because some of the political
Guidelines
stuff that's
and-
happened recently, and so if you get into it, just stay away.
Yeah,
from that stuff.
I'm
That's
definitely
my
going to
pointers.
dig deeper into the Facebook aspect. I was too focused on one platform. Like I really should widespread it. Obviously,
Yeah.
more the better.
Oh, and then just link everything together. So
Especially with how much content I got on YouTube, and some of my videos are stupid long. So
yeah,
it's like
I love doing the long videos.
I like them. Me personally, like when I'm watching somebody I'm a fan of, I do like it when the video's longer because obviously I want more content and everything like that. But a lot of times I'm freaking on the road working and stuff,
Yeah.
so I need as much time as possible to burn. It's
Oh,
like,
exactly.
it's like, please, just a little bit more.
And that's funny if you do short videos, people are like, "Oh, I want them longer," and then you do long ones, they're like, "Make them shorter." It's like,
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
medium. I like to think that the shorter videos don't deter people as much because when you scrolling and you're like, oh, 45-minute video, like
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that. But if you see like a 12 or 15-minute video, you're like, oh, I got 15 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
I think for a tutorial one, you want to aim like below 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
I've been like lately I've been focusing around like the 20 to 25 minute range.
Yep.
I kind of feel like that's a sweet spot for our like niche and everything, the people that watch it. Our age group is like 35 to 45. It's not like they got all day to be freaking sitting on their phone watching side by sides and stuff like that.
Well, you never know. People get home and they fire up while watching dinner.
Oh yeah, they
I
do.
know a lot of people that just put it on in the background and like don't even watch it, but they're listening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And then
mean-
if you hear everyone yelling, they turn and watch, see the car jump and whatnot. So
I mean, I guess long videos do work because, I mean, Julian with Adrenaline Junkie
Yeah.
posts 3-hour
He loves
videos and he
it,
gets
right?
crazy
Yeah.
I know.
views.
And I've posted an hour before, and they're like, "Are you telling me watch an hour to see a 4-second car jump?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you see everything that goes into it,
Right.
Right?
Have you collaborated with him at all or anything?
Julian, yeah, he lives a couple hours from me. So,
that's
yeah,
cool.
Oh, what'd
I've
you
met
guys
him a
do
few
together?
times. Well, actually, I think I more just ran into him at events. Like we were testing out that new Honda Talon.
Oh, all right,
last
yeah.
year, 2 years ago. So I ran into him there, and then at the snowmobile show, he's always there. So he's got a few of the same sponsors. So.
Super ATV or you
Fintrail.
Fintrail, yeah.
Bullet, the new rims there.
Do you team up with Royal Distributing too?
I did when I raced. I know the owner and his son. Like we go kind of way back. So I did work with them a bit, but I haven't really, gone back with them. Like I'm so in with Super ATV now, and they help out so much. Like
They have
absolutely
everything you would ever need.
anything and everything. Yeah, and if it's not on there, it'll be on there in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like they just came out with paddle tires.
Yeah.
Perfect. I need a set. So.
And it's pretty cheap, and like for what it is, it's decent quality. For
People
I'm
knock
super
on it.
surprised.
but the bang for your buck is there all day long, man.
Yeah.
Like every time we've used Super ATV products, all of them last for like we never had any issues or anything
And
like
if
that.
you do, they have a new part out to the next day.
Yeah, I
Like-
couldn't believe the axle warranty and stuff like
it's
that.
crazy, yeah.
I'm like,
when-
just took a picture. 2 days later, I have an axle on my front door. I'm like, wow.
And when we're at these events like Arkansas and stuff, like we'll break a whole bunch of stuff, call them freaking next morning, all our parts are there. It's like they are on it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Their customer service is unbelievable.
And then buying Assault Industries, it's like now I like Assault Industries. I like their products, like
Yeah.
for look wise, like their grills and just their little add-ons and everything, mirrors. It's I know their whole thing is like how they're built in America. So I wonder how that's gonna work if they're gonna keep building in there, but just put the Super ATV name on it, or
Yeah.
just.
Are they gonna
I'm
keep
sure they're
the
gonna take it to
Assault
China. I mean, they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, "We're here to make money, dude."
Yeah. Well, if they don't, China will just copy it.
Yeah, no kidding. This is a Hellfire 2 grill.
Yeah, 2.0.
So, like, do you plan on coming back to the States to do any more type of riding this year? Do you got any events planned?
Yeah, I'll definitely be down here when I have time. This year is unfortunately pretty crazy back home because, last few years have been so we couldn't do much, right? So I have
Right.
6 weddings this year.
You guys have been in prison for a minute up there in
My
Canada.
God. This is the longest, we haven't traveled. This was the longest I haven't traveled since I was 5 years old.
Wow.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Yeah. So I used to basically live out of my backpack. Like I would get home, change, maybe see my dad. He travels as much as I do. So most of the time I would meet him in a different country. But yeah, I'd go home, change, maybe see the friends for the night and then jump on a plane the next day and I'm on to the next thing, right? So, but this year I have 6 weddings, including my own. So,
Jesus.
and I'm in 4 of them. I've never been in a wedding before.
Really?
Oh, wow, dude.
Between all the bachelor parties, all the showers and everything, like I'm basically booked till October.
When's your wedding?
October 1st.
Oh,
Yeah, and
well,
then-
congratulations.
thank
Or
you.
almost.
Yeah, and then the honeymoon, and then I'm just gonna take November, December off.
Where
Oh,
are you
nice.
going honeymooning?
We're going to Mexico.
Ooh.
Like Cancun or?
I don't know where it is. I think it's somewhere in Cancun, but we're doing the over the water bungalow, and
Oh, you're doing that.
Yeah.
That's
gonna be
Waterworld
awesome.
stuff right there, dude.
yeah,
You're gonna see Kevin Costner out there
that's
riding a
fine.
jet ski.
Maybe I'll be set up for Yellowstone.
Yeah,
Has cowboy hat on, him and Rip.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so it's
I'm
gonna be a
jealous.
busy year. So I'm trying to sneak in as much riding as possible, and we do have the odd weekend off. Like we're going to Nashville in 2 weeks for or May 2 for a long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
you're
I've
gonna
never
have
been to
fun
Nashville,
there.
and yeah, everyone says it's the best.
It's so crazy.
a party town.
Yeah, and a little pricey, but whatever.
I feel like every woman's bachelorette party is.
Is
probably
in
there.
Nashville now?
Nashville,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is so. It's so crazy. You're gonna have so much fun. Like there's literally just the street, and every 5 feet is a new bar. You go upstairs, there's a bar. It's literally just nonstop bars, and it doesn't even. It's not even all like country music or anything like that. They have everything.
Yeah. They
It's
say it's
so
a lot
much
better
fun.
than Vegas too.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Honestly,
Like,
Pump the brakes.
yeah,
I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I feel like it's
They're in
gotten
casinos and every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I need my casino.
no,
I've-
not casino
I've
wise.
been
It's just 2 different things, I guess.
yeah, true. I've been to Vegas 6 times, and if I never go back, I'd be fine with it. And I had a few buddies that did both, and they said Nashville just blew it away. Like
Yeah.
I'm not much of a gambler.
I like
I'm
blackjack.
not either.
yeah, yeah.
I could sit at a blackjack table all day. Yeah,
I got a
and
few
just-
buddies like that. Like we would go to bed, come back, he's eating breakfast at the blackjack table. Either up or down 10 grand, either way.
If I was by myself, it would be bad. Like I would just not move.
That's hilarious.
It's funny if you were to ask me right after I left Vegas. Yeah, I would have the same answer. I'd be like, I don't think I need to go back ever again,
A couple
dude.
months later, you're back in Vegas.
Yeah, right now it's like, all right, sounds pretty fun.
No, you're cut off from Vegas.
Yeah, last time was
Yeah,
bad.
concentrate on YouTube.
It was literally like the Hangout movie was my life. I lost Zach. He just gone. And I didn't find him until 3 o'clock in the morning. We had to be at the airport at 8.
Oh my god.
It
That was the
was-
most blacked out I've probably been in
It
my
was the
life.
craziest night ever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Everyone's got a good Vegas story.
Yeah, pretty sure I
Up on
left
the
like
floor.
all my stuff, like my money, my phone at the blackjack table. I just got up and left.
Just left.
Yeah.
I'm done. If there was any money left at that point.
Yeah. Don't know. Have you seen those octane drinks you can get there where it's like 150, the Everclear they put in it, and it's just like, yeah, it's
Sounds
hardcore.
dangerous.
It is
Yeah.
dangerous. You get the extra shots in them, and they put them with those little tubes on top.
Okay.
Man, you get a double extra shots in there, one and done, dude. You
Yeah.
don't need any more than that for some reason.
Don't do 2.
Don't do
You
two.
too, yeah.
That's when bad things happen.
All the moonshine down here. It tastes like juice, and then you're like 20 minutes later, like, that was a great idea. I gotta go to bed now.
So are you doing any more mud nats or anything like this year?
Probably not this year. I might sneak in one more. It'll be like the weekend before. I'll probably decide.
Do they do Minnesota and Arkansas?
Yeah, I did Minnesota once. It was not comparable though.
Oh,
Like,
really?
It was a lot more drier, fast trails I found.
Gotcha.
So like they had a few mud pits, but when you get to Arkansas or Florida, it's just mud pits.
Do you have a Razor Turbo S also? Is that yours?
No, I have a Maverick.
No, the other one, the big mud one I've seen in your videos.
Oh no, it's my buddy Blake's.
Oh, it's your buddy
Yeah.
Blake's. Is he the one that didn't come on the trip or whatever?
Yeah, he was supposed to come.
Okay.
And then he had some work.
Because
He
when
would
you
never have a turbo. He's
No.
not a Polaris
No.
guy.
Yeah, he'd have to come with a check on it. He's like, you need to switch. I'm like, you know how much it's gonna cost. I did have a Yamaha back a few years ago though.
yeah.
I partnered with them for a year. It was fun, but it was a little too corporate for me.
Are you teamed up with Can-Am?
No,
No.
they message me all the time, but they haven't brought me on board yet. But the reason I switched was because Yamaha was too corporate, and like they didn't like my riding style. I'm like, well, don't build a race machine then.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna treat it like a race machine.
What, they didn't like you just beating the snot out of it?
Yeah, they didn't even like me back near the garage without a helmet on.
Oh, that type of crap.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
crap sucks,
Yeah,
dude.
so I said I'm just gonna either team up or just buy a Can-Am, and if I light it on fire naked,
It's my business.
yeah, no
Yeah.
one's gonna tell me I can't and cannot.
I think it's so silly. Like, I've talked to other people and they talk about the whole helmet thing, and it's like, yo, dude, it's like, it's.
Do you wear a helmet when you drive your car?
Well, I'll get it when we're out on the trails, but when you're doing little stuff, like, chill out, dude.
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
legally even need to have this on.
Right.
Like, it's not like you're breaking the law or setting a super bad example.
No.
Exactly. If I'm doing fast trails and stuff, I'll wear a
Yeah.
helmet. But like when we're low and slow, like the worst thing that's gonna happen is a stick's gonna hit me in the face.
Yeah. Like,
So.
I seen, like, I don't know if you've ever seen Blown Budget on there. Those guys, all they do is, like, flip their rigs all the time. Hardcore, rock crawling
Hardcore.
stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't even have helmets. And every once in a while, I would peek in the comments because, man, back in the day, we used to, like, not wear helmets a lot. I will admit, should have probably been wearing them a lot of these times. And people would just let loose in the comments. They're like, you're freaking ridiculous for not wearing this. Where's your eye protection?
They would
Yeah.
yell at him about me not wearing my helmet. I can't believe that
Yeah.
you would not make her wear
I
a
ain't
helmet.
in
I'm
charge
like,
of her.
Yeah.
It's not my dad.
It's not like we're trying to set a bad example. Like on my dirt bike and race
Right.
quad, I wear a helmet all the time. But yeah, if we're going slow, like I don't need to wear one.
No.
But if I am gonna go fast, I bring it with me. But it's so hot in there when you're idling down the trail.
Yeah.
Like especially if you have a window too, right?
Yeah.
There's no breeze.
If I've got a $2,000 aftermarket cage on it, then I don't think that I need to if we're going low and slow.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I've
We're-
never even rolled mine, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
How long you been riding side by sides?
Well, since the Yamaha. So I think
Did you roll that thing ever?
I just tipped it once. We did a film shoot at a motocross track, and it was all sand, and I did the same shot 30 times. He's like, "Go bigger, go bigger." I'm like, I'll just roll this thing. But yeah, I came in, and then you just clip a bit of sand and just tipped up. But it was
Yeah.
like one of those slow motion ones where you're like, "Oh." But it always hurts so much because the seatbelt digs in, or your shoulder hits the sides. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend doing it. But,
No.
But that's why I run 35 psi.
Yeah.
My tires don't flex; they just let me have fun.
It makes sense, yeah.
So.
I've never tipped over either. And I've never been with you when you tip over.
You only got 280 miles. You better be tapping on this thing on.
Yeah, today.
I've had a few of them. Mine, I've tipped over racing a couple times and a couple times in the woods and stuff, just being stupid.
Yeah, well, it's bound to happen during racing for sure.
Yeah, it's always the damn fair races. Those are the ones I've tipped at, and it's because there ain't no berms or anything.
It's just flat. Yeah.
It's just I need to be having 35 psi, but I'm so ridiculous trying to like film and everything. It's like, oh man, I should put air in my tires. Let's just go for it, dude.
Yeah, last minute I'll be like, oh yeah, my tires are still at dune
dune level.
Dune level. They're 8.
The last time I tipped was at the fair race, and I did my first race, and I come in, they're like, you need to put air, dude. Your tires are like flexing. And I'm like, all right.
Rims are digging it.
Yeah, and we're literally like sitting there trying to get air in them as you're like needing to go again, and you're like, they're all off, like they're not all the same.
So anything giant or whatever you would want to promote, tell the people about that you got going on in your life, or anything this year?
Nothing really.
Just go to Facebook, go to YouTube, subscribe.
I'm keeping my secrets for now.
All right.
I don't know when it's going to happen, but they're going to happen at some point. So just stay tuned. Check out the YouTube, Facebook. I do everything like Instagram, the Snapchats. So, and then I post all my stories over all of them. But yeah, just Mark Freeman 408. If you like the car jumps, if you like the trails, the mud, skydiving once in a while, I do it all. So
there'll be links for all of his stuff below. So you guys want to follow him, you can go right there and you can find him. I have a question though. The car jumping. What made you just get into the car jumping?
Well, I had the motocross track, and we had all the jumps. And my buddy was like, "Hey, I have this old, I think it was a Beretta or something." He's like, "I want to get rid of it. I'm scrapping it." He's like, "You should jump it." And I was riding that day, like I had full moto gear on. I'm like, "Okay, cool, send it off." So, basically, I was leaning out the door. I didn't know how to. I've never jumped a car before. Right?
Yeah.
So my buddy's riding on my race quad beside me. The track is, going up and down. I got a brick on the gas. I'm hanging out like it was some Tom Cruise. And I just jumped off. I don't know how I landed, like on my belly on him. And the car turned a little, and I ended up hitting the side of the jump. And there was a giant puddle, and it flipped and landed in it. And got like 1 million views. I'm like, all right, we're jumping cars now.
I watched your one of I can't remember, Ford Escape or something like that, and you were jumping, and I was like, man, how does he keep that thing to stay straight? And then it goes to the inside. I see the seat belt strapped around the wheel. I'm like, damn, that was a pretty good idea, dude.
And it's so funny because I've jumped 100 plus cars, and I get so excited every time because it's like you don't know what's gonna happen, right? It might miss the jump, it might flip, it might barrel roll, it might be the longest jump ever.
Yeah, it's different every time.
Yeah, exactly. And even if it just kind of crashes, like, well, it's still cool.
Yeah.
Where do you get your cars or vehicles that you jump? Do you just like get them out of
Facebook
a
Marketplace?
Yeah, so I used to be
or-
partnered with a scrapyard. Like I raced with the one person and their dad on the scrapyard. So he would just give them to me, and then I'd bring them back. But I wasn't really making much money off it because I couldn't sell any parts or anything, or
Right.
take the cat off after. So now I just go on Marketplace or Kijiji.
Nice.
That's
The
our
hell is Kijiji?
it's our Craigslist.
All right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but mostly everything's Marketplace now. So message 100 people, most of them tell me to F off. And then I'll put ads up there too. But Facebook doesn't like that. You're only supposed to sell stuff. You can't be asking to buy stuff on Facebook. You just gotta, do your wording right, because there's keywords that they'll just flag it and take it down. So.
Oh, that's
on
super
top of
weird.
everything.
But it is nice when people respond to my ad because you can tell they want to get rid of it. Usually, if I'm asking for it, then they want more money.
Right.
So I'll get them almost for like half the price if they come to me.
Oh, that's nice.
What do you get a scrap car? Like I've scrapped for a couple years, and like would buy and sell cars like that. What do you get for like a cheapo car that could run, like one that you're willing to like just go destroy in
like
Canada?
A Cavalier or something?
Yeah, like
it goes up and down so much. So
$500.
like I'll buy them anywhere from $250 to $500. For
Yeah,
like small car, and then I think you're $500-600.
That's like for us. That's what it was always like.
Yeah,
200.
that's Canadian prices too.
Yeah,
so.
see,
And then when you cut the cat off,
that's what I was curious about. Was
get a few
Canadian
bucks with
prices.
that, so.
Cat's killing it right now.
Yeah, I think scrap is down, but cats are. I don't know. I don't even follow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually I'll text my scrap guy. I'm like, "Is today a good day?" But and then I'll either collect the cats or just they're a pain to cut off sometimes. So I'll just add a few $100 to what I want for the car. And
Gotcha.
yeah, I never come out. Yeah, I always come out on top. Like,
I feel like
That's
if
good.
once you jumped in, it flipped upside down and be like, right now's the time to get the
yeah,
cat.
but sometimes they're pitched between the engine and the firewall. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like I am not reaching in there and ruining 10 Sawzall blades to cut it off. They can figure it out. So
Lauren went to go watch you jump in one of your vehicles, and she's like, he's gonna be in it when he does that. I'm like, no. And you're doing like a test run up to it. She's like, he is in it. He's gonna die. I'm like, he's gonna die if he goes for this.
I know it's so many people mess with me. They're like, I'd do it. I'm not a pussy. I'm like, hey, fire away, but not on my property.
Yeah, dude.
I'd
No
be freaking
way.
jello after the first jump.
Yeah.
I jumped these damn side-by-sides with 40 inches of suspension. I'm still sore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This little seatbelt's about to take out my whole chest.
Yeah. And when you post those GoPro videos inside, it's like, wow, definitely not. You just see it from the back fly through the window.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, my head would probably be gone.
Oh, yeah. You'd be
For
hurting,
sure.
But
dude.
still, they call me an FP. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Keyboard-
You're welcome for the free content.
They're Cheeto-fingered keyboard warriors, dude.
Yeah,
That's what
I
it
know.
comes down
I
to.
know. I'm like, where are your videos?
I love it when people would rag on me about that stuff. And back in the day, I would get a little petty, and I would sometimes like click on their thing, and it would be like they would have like their little own videos they put on there. And then I would just leave comments on their videos. I'd be like, man, your audio sucks as bad as mine. It's like,
I would do the exact same.
I had a guy message me. He was like, please stop. I'm like, oh, you thought it was funny to do to me every time. Now it's not funny.
Yeah, the tables have turned.
Yeah.
I had a freaking guy that I found out that like would, every time I would post, he was like right away just on there dogging me about the dumbest stuff. He's like, learn how to hold a camera. Don't watch it, dude. You like, if you're just here to rag on me, this doesn't make sense. And then I've come to find out the guy lives right down the road from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've had people come on and change 10 different accounts a day. I'm like, how do you have time to be making fun of me, signing up for 10 new YouTube accounts a day just to change your usernames and all
That's
that?
Yeah.
so weird
And I'm
to
like,
me.
that is like, oh, just
Who
don't
has
watch
time
it.
for
Don't
that?
watch it.
Who
Yeah.
has time for that? I don't
Apparently a lot of
understand.
people.
It's too much negativity.
Yeah.
I can't take it. It drives
People
me
love to hate,
insane.
dude.
Oh, love
It's
to
so
hate.
silly.
Yeah.
No
Like,
time.
even if I hate a video, I'm not gonna say anything.
No, I
I'm
don't
like,
even
cool,
thumbs it
move-
down.
Yeah,
No.
I don't have time for that. I just go suggest and go to
Yeah.
the next, right?
I just move on to the next video.
Yeah. I don't just write up a paragraph. It's like, oh yeah, got him good.
Or they'll like say a bunch of nice stuff, and then they'll have one little dig at you at the end. It's like, yeah, I liked
just
everything,
kept
but this thumbnail really sucks. It's
Yeah.
like, all right,
Loved
whatever.
every part of it, but you could have done this better.
Yep.
It's like, okay, thanks.
Thank you,
Just
man.
Kept
Yeah.
that to yourself. Thanks.
It is what it is, though. If they're watching, that's all that matters. I don't
Yeah,
care
that's
if you hate
true.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can keep dogging it. That stuff I can kind of brush off now. So
You're still getting me paid. So.
yeah, you should show your friends how stupid this video is, dude.
Throw a playlist on.
Send it to your mom.
Look at these
exactly.
dumbasses out of Michigan.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully, dude, we can do another collaboration here in the future. And I know you're busy this year, but we got tons of stuff going on. Who knows? Maybe we can sneak in a little ride here or there.
We need
For
to make
sure.
our way up to Canada.
Yeah, we're
That
not
way we
that
can
far
see-
away. We're only 4 or 5 hours from you.
Never been to Canada.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can see Julian. We can hang out with you, get a hot air balloon.
Is there good
ride.
riding?
Yeah, we just have to go a few hours up north.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of like going to the UP.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
Is it really like narrow, like kind of slow paced
No,
stuff?
no, there's a ton of stuff in Crown Land. Like you can do hydro lines, you can do fast stuff, you can just do mud.
Skag and shit.
Yeah. We can find some. Bring axles.
Oh, dude, I'm going to be riding with somebody. I ain't going through that. That stuff looks like hell, dude.
Oh, it's good if you're good.
Yeah.
But if you slow down or stop, you're just lay down. and
That's
fine.
all four wheelers, though, right? You ain't taking a
No, you can take side by side.
Yeah.
And the Sherp. So,
dude. Don't you have one of those?
No, there's a dealership up
Oh.
and I kind of help promote them. And
Was that thing like the coolest thing ever to drive? Because it looks so fun,
It's the
dude.
Cadillac of the trails. Like in the winter, you just put shorts on, pack your cooler, do 5 mile an hour, and just float.
Oh, dude.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah,
I
but
could-
like obviously for this stuff, it would be kind of useless, right?
Oh, I can make it fun.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have that plus a side.
Yeah,
right? So you
dude.
can switch it back and forth.
Well, you guys stay tuned because we got some riding footage that we're going to be releasing. Check out his content. I'm sure we'll have tons of stuff about this on Facebook. We did a little riding at Twisted Trails stuff yesterday. It was a good time. And check out the links below. We got our email for Dirt Dudes UTV. Head up for if you want any AA parts, you want any dirt merch. Patreon for longer videos, ad-free, early access. There's a link for that below. It can be as little as $1 a month to $12 a year, and you get all that access. Plus, we're going to have some pretty cool giveaways that we're going to be dropping here real soon on the Patreon that we just came up with. So stay tuned for that. Hit us up on all of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Dirt Dudes Army. That's also another thing that Jake runs. You guys can leave ideas or anything on there.
Yeah.
And again, check out Mark Freeman. Tons of content out there. I mean, that's way more than what we're posting. If
every other day.
Yeah, that's bananas.
It's a busy
I'll have
boy.
4 videos by the end of the week. So
Whew.
yeah, 3 videos, and then I'll do a compilation of our little trip. So
Nice.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, we've been having a good time. Let's go rip. See you guys in the next one.
take care.
Yeah.